Hi, welcome back. Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey, somewhere over there. Hey, hope you're having a great day. We have friends. We have, yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Who would want to be our friend? Um, we have American expat friends. We have British. We have Australian. We have used to even have a friend of ours from Uganda. But with that being said, they're all expats or a hybrid form. In other words, they're here for 3, 4 months back in their other town. And they all have one thing in common: they date bar girls. Now, I'm not talking about just going out and bar finding a bar girl. I'm talking about they date bar girls. And before you jump to conclusions, because I know there's going to be a significant amount of negativity here, let's take a look at how things work for just a minute. Let's take a look at reality because, that's what we try and do is look at reality. There are so many YouTube channels, and they're great channels. We have a lot of great YouTubers in the Philippines. They'll tell you straight out, don't ever date a bar girl. If you're looking for a great woman, you need to get out of the city and you need to come to the country, to the province. All right. Uh, I disagree with that for multiple reasons. Reason number one is that the selection of girls in the province or women in the province that speak fluent English is very limited. And we know this because we own a home in the province. So, hey, been there, done that. Not that dated anybody there, all right? And then, secondly, what's even more diverse here is uh, where do you think all of these bar girls come from? Do they have like a special bus that says all you sluts that live in the province, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we have a bus that leaves? No. If you come to Angeles, 95%, I would say actually more, but I'm going to stick with 95% of the girls that you will meet come from the province, okay, or the suburbs of small towns. That's just the way it is. So I don't think you're any better finding a pure and great woman in the province than you would be anywhere else. So as a guy, I would want to live somewhere where my odds are highest. So I'd want to live in a town that has a lot of girls from the province who are available. Okay. The next thing is going to be, well, you know what? They work in a bar, but they're probably already married or they have a boyfriend. Well, it's possible. In fact, it's not impossible at all. And you're going to find that in the province as well. You know what? It's not like they got married and then got a divorce. They can't get a divorce. All right? Now divorce is extremely difficult to get. Annulment is easier to get, highly expensive. So once they split up with their first husband, they end up with boyfriends. And do they have a boyfriend in their hometown versus where they live in Angeles? It's possible. And highly probable, happens, but that doesn't make them a bad catch. So let me tell you how you deal with this. Okay? If you want to go out to the bars or the restaurants or anywhere else that you're going to end up bar fining somebody, that's great. More power to you. That's your life. Okay? We have no opinions on that whatsoever. When you're talking to these girls in the bar, your question at some point should become, when is your off day? OFF, off day. Technically, they work 6 days a week. So they're off 1 day a week. That's when you say, hey, would you like to meet on your off day and have dinner or go shopping or go to a movie or one of half a dozen different things? Okay? That's not going to be totally free. You're going to have to pay for dinner. You're going to have to pay for transportation. And you're going to have to pay for whatever it is you're doing that day. And odds are you're going to have to probably pay for their time. And that's not unusual because that's the way the system has developed here. They could be very interested in you as a person, but they would have a very negative connotation if you weren't willing to pay for their time on their off day when they have so many other options. I mean, don't forget, they're here making a living. There are a lot of reasons given that you should not date a bar girl. Well, she's got a lot of boom boom mileage. Odds are you do too. Okay? Well, she doesn't have any stable career. Okay. For many of them, they don't. But for some of them, they do. Or they're willing to go and get educated. You see, the natural part of being a Filipino is the sense of caring for family. And should you develop a tight relationship with this individual, they're going to care for you. I could come up with a half a dozen reasons why not to date a bar girl. And I'm sure the comments will show you. In fact, we'd love to know if you dated a bar girl. Hey, tell us about that experience, good or bad. I can just as easily come up with a half a dozen instances where you can get past the point that she's been as sexually prolific as you have. Hey, why not? You see, you didn't come to Angeles. Very few expats come to Angeles based on a financially planned retirement and are already married. We're an exception to that rule. We chose to do it because of the circumstances that we believe Angeles presents in the future. But not that many really do. They come looking for love, companionship, even if it's for 2 weeks, 2 years. So why not? What's so shady about it? I have friends, expat friends, who date bar girls. In between finding a good one to date, they may bar fine one or two here and there. That's the way life is. But I can't say that you shouldn't do it. And I'm not going to say you shouldn't do it because every opportunity, you know what? It's just like YouTube. There are hundreds of channels. And if you don't watch them, a large variety of them, you never know which ones glean a little bit of good information time and again. Bar girls, same way. Hundreds of bar girls, maybe thousands, I don't know. But there's a lot of them. All right? If you don't give it a try, you don't know. And you can set down the parameters of what that relationship is going to be like. If you want her to not work in the bar, you can say, I don't want you to work in the bar. And she can say, hey, you know what? I have to, this is how much money I make working in the bar, and I have to replace this. So you can either accept this or not. And that's not an insult. That's just life. She's got family members she's probably helping to support. She's got herself. She may have a child. Okay? Face reality here. My sole purpose of this is just to say I don't believe there's anything wrong with dating a girl that you click with. And if you click, then everything else can be solved. Everything else can be changed. Okay? And I know that Arlene and I have never had any experience individually in this area. Okay? Arlene didn't work in a bar. I didn't meet her in a bar or anything like that. Okay? But we have a lot of friends that have. And we talk to them daily. And we hear about the good and the bad. And in the end, the vast majority of it is not so bad. No worse than the same bullshit that you put up with in America. Okay? If you didn't have to put up with bullshit from a bitch girlfriend or wife in America, you wouldn't be here, would you? If you could find the perfect girl in your home country, you wouldn't be here looking for a girl, would you? So with that being said, I'd love to hear your comments about this. We'd love to know about what it was like for you to date a bar girl. Did you meet her while you were on vacation? Did you carry it into a long distance relationship? Has it worked? Does it work? How did you feel about it? Okay? We'd love to know that. We absolutely would. Otherwise, hey, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and have a great day.